Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to have a look at this question of other logarithms. Now, the question is, solve this logarithmic equation. The equation is the logarithm of x to base 2 equals to the logarithm of 2 to base 4. Now, these are logarithms of different bases. And therefore, you cannot equate them. That is, you cannot equate x with 2 because these are logarithms that are of different bases. Now, what can you do in a case of this caliber? Basically, this is what we shall do. Now, since this one is an integer and this one is an integer, we can solve this one separately. And therefore, we shall say that let the logarithm of 2 to base 4 be, let's say, y. Now, this is in logarithmic notation. So we have to write this one in index notation. So in this case, if we write this one in index notation, then we shall have, that is 4, which is the base, raised to y equals to 2. 4 raised to y equals to 2. So in this case, we can write this one as a base of 2. 4 can be written as 2 raised to 2. Then there is this y, then equals to 2. 2 can be written as 2 raised to 1. And therefore, in this case, since the bases are the same, and there is an equal sign in between, then we equate the powers. And therefore, we say 2y equals to 1. And therefore, if we divide by 2 on both sides, that means y equals to a half. And therefore, since we have obtained the value of y, and we had let the logarithm of 2 to base 4 be y, that means the logarithm of 2 to base 4 is a half, because we have obtained the value of y. And the value of y is the value of the logarithm of 2 to base 4. And therefore, in this case, we shall have the logarithm of 2 to base 4 as a half. Now, if we rewrite our equation, we shall have, that is the logarithm of x to base 2 equals to the logarithm of 2 to base 4, which is just the same as a half. So we replace that one with a half. Now, from this point, we can say that this one is in logarithmic notation, and we can also write it in index notation. And therefore, if we write it in index notation, then we shall have 2 raised to a half, that is 2 raised to a half, equals to this x. And therefore, our x is just the same as 2 raised to a half, which is the same as the square root of 2. And that is the value of x that we obtain in solving this logarithmic equation.